You're listening to Rebel Spirituality with me, Sam Goldfinch. Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't follow rules. So each week we're going to explore what it means to wake up your way so you can live a more peaceful, creative and inspired life no matter your circumstances. It's time to blaze your unique path to truth. Hey Rebels! Okay, this week we're discussing a really powerful spiritual fact, actually. And it's this: you cannot feel the future. Now, if you reflect on your day-to-day, if you reflect on your life, you will find that it really does feel like you can, right? There are many times in our life where we get caught in kind of thinking about next week or that thing that's happening on Saturday, or we find ourselves getting anxious. And in that moment, when we slip into our kind of conditioned mind, if you think about it, the truth is it really feels to us like we can feel the future. Like there is an event in time that's happening that is giving us feedback, giving us information, and we're feeling it, right? So that's why we're getting anxious, because we're imagining this future event and there's something happening that we don't want to happen, and we're feeling the effects of that. We're feeling anxiety. But here's the truth, right? None of us can feel the future. It's impossible. It's impossible. Just sit here and reflect on that for a second with me, right? No one can time travel in that way. None of us can experience the future in that way, right? We're experiencing thought in the moment. We're always experiencing thought in the moment. What this incredible special effects department that we have, which the same mechanism that allows us to use our imagination and dream up incredible things that we'd love to have happen, is the same kind of software, if you like, as the thing that's dreaming up the future scenario that we don't want and then is creating anxiety. But in those moments when we know we're feeling thought, right, we're in alignment with how it works. We're able to use those faculties to plan, to use those faculties to prepare, but we don't get caught up. But when we forget that, when we really do feel like there is an event out there in the future that exists separate to us, that can impact us, then we get really caught up. And we start overthinking, and we get caught up in our kind of, as Sid would call it, contaminated thinking. And we start thinking over and over and over the same thing and trying to plan it and trying to get in there. And it's not that there's anything wrong with planning. It's not that there's anything wrong with preparing for something, right? But as Mike Tyson said, plans are great until you get punched in the face. They soon change, right? So I think holding things lightly is important. And this is why, because you do the planning you need to do. So if you've got a party coming up on Saturday, all right, you get the playlist ready, you organize the catering. I'd never organize catering for my parties, but you take my point. You organize the catering, whatever makes sense to you. I don't know, safety, party proof your house or whatever it is that you do, right? And then you let everything else go, because you're not actually experiencing that party in your head. What you're experiencing is a vision, and you just don't know whether it's going to work out that way. We're not very good very often at predicting how we're going to feel in a certain situation or how something is going to go. And in the moment, when you get there in the now, you're going to have a wealth of resources available to you. You're going to have all resilience. You're going to have your creativity. You're going to have the deep sense of connection that you have with the people that you're there. And you allow yourself to let the intelligence behind life, let universal mind do its thing and bring wisdom through you and bring you things in the moment, right? This is true of job interviews. It's true of everything. And how often can we get caught up? A job interview is a great example. We can get really caught up thinking we're experiencing what's going to happen. We get all frazzled about it. We over prepare, we undersleep, and then we find ourselves not being able to just turn up and show up as us. But that's when we do the best. You know that. You do better when you've got less on your mind. We all know that. And so really realizing that we can't feel the future, it just doesn't work like that. And being kind to ourselves when we've fallen for that trick, allow ourselves to fall back into the moment, ask ourselves what we can prepare, ask ourselves what we can control, and release the things that we can't control and trust in universal mind, which is, it's got the goods for us, but it's going to deliver them right on time. It's not going to deliver them before we get there, because it can't, because the future's not a place. All right, team, I'd love to hear from you. So be sure to leave me a comment below if this is impacted you, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. It means a huge amount to me, if you could do that and help me grow this. All right, team, I'll see you soon.